by that, I mean slapping each other.
Oh!
That was a shitty slap. Alright, I'm back over here on my side where I belong. Away from gays. I mean, race. Oh, that has to be the picture.
What's the video?
It doesn't matter. No, that has... Just take a screenshot. We'll make that just the picture for this one.
I'm gonna add a screenshot.
That's the most beautiful picture I've ever seen. Knight's armor with a
None of the other ones were like that.
We need a bulge.
It's so weird. None of the other ones look like that.
That
was the only one with the crotch bulge.
But they're actually like thinking ahead. What if a knight gets hard in the middle while he has his armor on?
That wasn't even. That was the king. That was the king.
That was the king.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's supposed to mean something.
Well, they really valued his genitals. I was just showing you a bunch of pictures. His
balls are very valued.
And his penis. Don't forget about the penis.
The balls are more important. You gotta make children.
You also need a penis to make children.
What is it called?
What is what called?
Your balls.
What could that possibly mean?
No, I mean, like, I thought I heard a term before. It was... I don't fucking know.
This makes no sense. We're just talking about a nut. Okay, so...
We're talking about him nutting.
We're talking about him nutting.
We're not talking about that.
I went to England.
The end.
There's a segue. I went to
pony. I'm gonna look up the term.
So we didn't record one of these last week because
his fault.
It was actually your fault. I actually asked you, hey, you want to record, and you were like,
oh no, that's because I couldn't. I had to go somewhere.
Exactly. So it's still your fault. And then we couldn't have even done it over the week because again I was in England. So also there was that whole 2 months of nothing. And that podcast we were talking about like that actor who died and everything. That happened months before we uploaded that. That's because that video was uploaded like 2 months late.
Yeah.
Because I didn't edit it.
Well, no, it's because your charger broke and your computer's fucking bitch.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Balls, sack, gonads, nads, nuts, D's nuts, family jewels. That's what I wanted. I don't think that's it.
Crown jewels?
Giblets, dick dock.
Giblets, dick dock.
Those are two separate words.
Oh, okay. I was gonna...
Dong pillow.
Dong pillow.
Anything with the word sack.
Anything.
Wedding tackle, itchy and scratchy, crown jewels. I think it's crown jewels.
I just said that.
No, it was family jewels. Did you say crown jewels?
I said crown jewels.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
It's mostly like
naughty bits.
It looks like one thing.
Basket of meat. Okay.
Ew.
Berries,
that
sweet
one's
bread.
Gross.
What? My berries?
Basket of meat.
Oh. My basket of meat down there.
It makes me think of Cupid.
My magic beans.
By
I'm
Jack
just gonna
Stauber.
say my before all of these.
Shut
up.
Okay,
I
put
don't
the phone
like
down.
Jack
We gotta get this out of the way because now we're just talking about
oh
testicles.
yeah, cojones. That's it.
Cojones?
Yeah, cojones.
Okay.
I don't think that's it. Nutmegs. The cobblers.
So, I was in England.
The dick ring. That isn't one I just came
and that's
up.
where we're
Jizzberries.
I might have to cut that one out.
The whore's doorstop. Penis boobs. What?
What? That's kind of what they are.
Brovaries instead of ovaries.
Broveries. Not broveries.
Yeah.
Some of my broveries. So I went to England, and we went to the Tower of London, and there's this room in the armory with a bunch of armor sets of like kings, and they're all pretty normal. except a little short, which is weird.
Because they were small.
Not that small.
They were a lot smaller than us.
But they're long. The legs were really long though. It was weird. They had like 4-foot legs and like little tiny bodies. It was weird. But one of them just has a penis. One of the armor sets has a big cup.
It's to
None of the others had that.
for the bulge.
None of the others did. And the others were also kings.
It was made for the king with the biggest bulge.
I don't think his penis is that big. That was a big penis. It's true. He had a big cock.
Uh-huh.
I recorded a video.
Great, we're talking about cock and balls.
Cock and ball torture.
Okay.
But yeah, it was cool. I went to the Harry Potter studio tour. I met the I didn't. Alright, I don't know.
I looked up armor with a bulge and all that came up was just a bunch of bulges.
You look at penises? Is that Kanye West?
No. Is that Kanye West? No.
Oh. I don't know. I saw it secondhand.
The woman can't get enough of a big bulging ... Related images. An old man. Oh. Alright.
You can't slam it on the table. That's an out of tune. So I got a Beatles ukulele, which is what Sam's using right now. But I went to Abbey Road.
What's that?
What do you mean, what's that? Sam!
I'm not good with the kids these days.
That's not as far as from the kids these days as you can get. That's the Beatles.
Oh, I know what Abbey Road is.
Yes, I went to
That's
Abbey Road.
That's the road they crossed.
Mm-hmm.
In that famous picture where they were all on the crosswalk.
Uh-huh.
That's very unsafe.
And of course, it was just a crowd of people crossing the street at the same time, taking pictures. And I took the picture. My dad ran out in the middle of the street and took the picture at the correct angle, perpendicular for me.
The perfect angle. And
I did it right. I saw other people's doing like this. That's not how you do it. Like your arms, like it's too over exaggerated. That's not how I just casually walked across the street.
So people were walking, just like throwing their arms back and forth.
Yeah. That's how they did it, because they thought, oh, I have to make it clear that I'm walking. If you're walking, it's going to look like you're walking. That's how they did it, and mine came out pretty good. I don't have it with it's not my dad's phone.
Oh.
Or my mom's phone. I don't think he had his for, like, the entire trip. My dad was super high last night on, like, sleep medication. And I told you this, but when we got home, it was like 1, and everyone else was super tired, but I wasn't. And I had to make sure that my mom didn't fall asleep and drive us off the road. And we got home, and we all were getting up. My sister, my mom, and me were getting out of the car, and my dad was still in there, pretty much asleep. And he just, well, okay, come on. And my dad turned to my mom, like his eyes still closed. He turned to my mom. He said, "I need your credit card." She's like, "What? Why do you need to get? I need to get out of the closet." There was no context for that. He just said that. It just came out of the gate with, "I need your credit card to get out of the closet." And then we left him in the car.
I think your dad's coming out. He's trying to get out of the closet. Just doesn't know how.
So why do you say... That still doesn't make any sense. Why do you need your credit card?
Because... who knows?
Speaking of gay people, we haven't covered the recent topic since we haven't recorded in a long time.
The recent topic of homosexuality killing our kids.
Well, I was thinking James Charles.
Oh.
Do you know what happened with that?
No.
He uploaded a picture on Twitter.
Was it a picture of something he's got?
Yes.
His crown jewels.
No, it was the other side.
His anus.
No, just his ass. He didn't go full spread eagle. But no, it was like my Twitter got hacked recently, and just so you know, this is the only nude I've ever taken, and I'm gonna upload it just so you can't. Hey, sister, so I didn't do the voice.
No. Yeah, I wasn't sure who you're talking about.
I'm looking it up. Wait.
You forgot the voice.
I'm looking up the picture of James Charles.
Hey, sisters. You want
I'm sure if I just search up "get James Charles" and look at the Google images, it'll be there.
Oh, I don't want to look at that.
Oh, wait.
Is your computer broken?
Oh, it's not. Does he have tits?
What? James Charles has tits?
Look at that. He's got cleavage. Don't take my phone.
It actually looks like he does.
Right? Oh, it's... Ew. Keep my phone back.
No, he does.
Okay, give me my phone.
I'm looking at James Charles' tits.
James Charles is kind of hot. He's cute.
He cute, boy. No, he isn't.
He cute.
Nah, he put too much makeup.
That's his one nude that he's ever taken.
It's honestly not, like, terrible.
That's like a fully gay thing to say. It's like an actually gay thing to say.
10 out of 10
which isn't
would fap.
Bad. It's just, are you gay?
No.
He's gay. I've always gotten that impression from you. I've told you about this.
Everyone thinks you are.
Well, that's because I kind of play into that. But you just give off that impression of closeted homosexual.
Closeted homosexual?
Yes.
No.
You do. That's not something that you get to decide.
I
do.
Am super sexual.
Okay.
Not gay. Alright.
What?
Oh yeah, you missed the first week of school.
I did. We are going to school.
'Cause we big boys.
We're sophomores now.
Except I have big brain, he don't.
I got big brain. Okay.
I'm looking at the ass.
And I got to miss the first week of school because I was in England.
And your teacher mad. Oh my god.
I don't think she's mad. She doesn't even know me. Yeah. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm
They
using
can't see that.
Horse as a hand
This is an
cannon.
audio podcast.
Yes.
I didn't want it to be.
Alright,
we
stop.
might do... Wait, you don't want to spoil it?
No, I'm just pshing you.
Okay, can I say it?
No, bitch.
We might do...
Oh, our teacher. I want to tell a story.
Is she cool?
Wonderful story about one of my teachers.
She a good teacher?
Oh, she's an amazing teacher. I
Cool.
think she's British. But basically...
Does she have a British accent?
Yes.
Then it's probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said I think. You can't be too sure. Alright, so basically, we were doing a scenario...
Don't slam the table.
Oh, my bad. We
I
were
have
doing
to
a
edit
scenario where we were stranded on an island. And then she asked us what would be our first objective. Like, she gave us all these things, like on the top of the mountain there's clean water. Other stuff has washed ashore with you. Half the island's vegetation. What do? Well, there was a kid named Jason in our school.
Is that the albino one? The
Yes.
albino Jason?
The albino redhead Jason.
I mean, I know who Jason is. I just didn't know if we were talking about the same Jason.
We were talking about the same Jason,
Okay.
yes.
He's very...
Immediately.
He is the
first
palest
thought,
individual I have ever seen.
He has to be albino.
He has to be.
Yeah, there's no other way he could be that white. Alright, but basically, the first thought came to his mind, suicide. And the teacher was fine with it.
Because it's probably accurate. This is criminal justice. Why was she asking us about...
Because, I don't know, she was talking about, like, her point was, like, leadership and the rules you would make and stuff like that. And then Jason is like, oh, yeah, I would just commit suicide. And she's like, sure, okay. And just went on to the next group. And then she's like, the next thing was like, oh, if we all ended up together...
things would get weird. Pretty quick.
No, because at first it was just like a single person... Just you stranded on an island, and then she's like, "All right, now what would happen if we were all stranded on an island?"
You know that Filthy Frank thing where it's like, if I had seen Ariel when she had turned human on the beach, the story would have been a lot different, a lot darker. I miss him. He died.
Well, Aidan, I'm sure no one had the thought of. We're not turning up naked on the beach. What do you think happened?
Ariel did.
Yeah, I know, but we're not. We're stranded. I don't know why you would bring her.
Is
she? I thought I saw something.
We're not going on a tangent. Keep going.
Oh yeah, but I love those. All right, so basically, then she was like, if we all got into a group, we all stranded together. Lost.
This is so...
Lost was a good show.
Insanely uninteresting.
Alright, so then she was talking about who would be the leader, and then everyone was like, voted her. And then I'm saying, let's create factions. And then Jason's like goes off with that idea, and he's like, yeah, let's all split up into separate factions and then murder each other for, like, the island. And you know what? She was fine with that idea.
That would probably happen. It's just you don't plan that out.
You know, I was like, even if we created a large group, we're gonna banish somebody.
And then we'll banish more people, and then they'll join.
Yeah, but
congregate.
Even so, Jason's probably gonna be dead in the first week. The moment we find Rope, he's just gonna be gone.
He'll just go out into the sun, and then he'll roast alive.
Oh, yeah, that was the thing. We were talking about different ways of suicide after he brought that up. Like, they were thinking about just...
sanctioned by the teacher?
No, I mean, the teacher was just walking around. She probably heard. I don't think she wanted to butt in or anything. But yeah, we were just talking about Jason just went straight for the rope and tree. Just, hang yourself.
There's probably a cliff somewhere.
Oh, we didn't think of that. There's probably a cliff. My idea was just... take like a giant rock and just walk into the ocean.
That doesn't...
Just drown yourself.
If you go unconscious, you let go of it. I think you would tie it to yourself.
They said that too, but you need rope. This is if you didn't have rope. Because if you had rope, you'd just go try and hang yourself. Why would you tie rocks to your legs, walk into the ocean, when you could just hang yourself?
These are the hard-hitting questions.
These are the real questions you need to ask yourself. Okay? You don't care about your life anymore, so why make it harder for yourself?
Wouldn't you sink anyway? Like, if you just let go of all air, wouldn't you just, like...
Sink,
yeah. So even if you go unconscious...
So my idea does work, bitch.
Alright.
Just hold a rock, walk into the ocean. It can't be too bad.
In that case, you don't need to hold a rock.
Yeah, you don't.
Right.
You could just exhale and just don't try to swim. Just drown yourself.
Literally zero people care about what you're talking about right now.
We're talking about the smartest way to commit suicide when you're stranded on an island.
Okay, you ever searched up, like, just because you're curious, how to tie a noose, and then all the websites is just, like, suicide hotlines?
I have never done that.
I have, and I saw it, I was like, oh, wait, no, Google.
But that's not the only use for a noose.
No, it's not.
I said
The noose wasn't created for that.
I said that is not the only use for
okay.
a noose. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
The noose is actually very useful.
It is.
Of doing other things. Because when you pull on it, it tightens. So it's like perfect for a bunch of things. But it's also perfect for committing suicide.
It's really good for that.
It's really good. It just makes it so much easier.
And now I don't know how to tie a noose. Thanks, Google.
Wait, do they actually not tell you?
I'm sure you could find it somewhere, but the first
Look up
100
pictures.
results...
You'll probably find like a picture diagram that like takes you through the steps.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this.
What else? I'm speaking of current events. Going from that.
Are we speaking of current events?
I was talking about James Charles.
Oh, are we going back to his ass?
No, I was gonna talk about PewDiePie.
Oh.
Something big happened there. You got 100 million subscribers, which is pretty cool. But T-Series still got there first. PewDiePie's the first individual to get. He's the first one to get there without sub-bots.
How is T-Series? Oh.
I'm sure it's got to be.
It
right?
has to.
There's no way. He tells me I'm married.
You're right. The first thing that comes up is,
Right?
"You're not alone. Confidential help is available for free."
I'm just
National
curious.
suicide prevention.
Useful
Oh no,
information.
no. Then you have WikiHow that tells you
Okay.
how. Thanks, WikiHow.
I also.
Oh,
No,
never
I'll tell
mind.
you-
They also talk about suicide hotline.
I'll tell you what I searched up.
And then they tell you.
It was because I was just curious. Most effective ways of suicide. Because not all of them are 100%. Like it's going to kill you. So I was wondering what are the most.
You should always go for the painless way.
Right.
I feel like just dedicating yourself to the
Shotgun to the head. That's
most
pretty.
painless suicide would be a good.
Shotgun to the head is pretty much painless. You don't even have any regret or anything.
That's what you should do.
Like when you
You
jump off a
shouldn't just
bridge?
be like, "I'm so sad, I'm gonna commit suicide." You should be like, "You know what? I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my life to figuring out the safest way to commit suicide."
There's no safe way to commit suicide.
That's
That's the worst way to commit suicide.
not safest. I meant least painful. The most painless way.
Probably a shotgun.
Because
to the
then
head.
you'd help other people.
What? What is that? What could that possibly mean?
Who wants to go through pain before they die?
I'm
So
sure
then
people
you
could
can be
figure it out.
useful. Because people commit suicide because they feel
Oh
like
my
they don't
God.
have a purpose or they just hate themselves that
Have
much.
you-
But then you can give yourself a purpose.
Bill
That
Burr talked
I'm a
about
great
this guy.
person. All
Bill
right,
Burr
continue.
talked about this guy. There was a story about this guy who was supposed to go. He you know how they have they have these tropical islands with the helicopter tours.
Mm-hmm.
He signed up for one of those with his wife, and the pilot was getting ready. The guy came on without his wife, and the pilot was like, "That's a little weird." They go up into the air. The guy opens the door, jumps out over the ocean, and he falls in the ocean. He's trying to kill himself because apparently he had cancer and he was going to die anyway.
Oh, so he wanted to go out a nice way.
Yeah, and
I feel like he didn't die,
Bill Burr
did
was
he?
talking about that guy. That's my hero. He went his own way. That's the guy I want. That's how I want to go out.
Yeah, who wants to die just in a hospital?
However, it doesn't. He lived.
That's just more pain.
That's
terrible.
right. He didn't die.
Just go to an active volcano. Dive head first.
That's awful.
Yeah, but if you go head first, you won't feel a single thing. Your brain's already melted.
I still don't like that.
Because if you go feet first, you're gonna feel the initial burning of your legs melting apart.
That gives me so much anxiety just thinking about volcanoes. What if you fall into a volcano, you just have to accept that in a couple seconds, you're going to experience one of the most painful things a human being could possibly experience on this planet.
But it'll scorch your nerve endings. What if you just don't
That
feel?
is true. Like the guy who set himself on fire in front of the White House. He was just walking around. He's completely on fire. He doesn't have any special clothes or oils on or anything. He's just walking around on fire. Completely casualty because all of his nerve endings are burned off. And he died. He's dead. He's a protester. He died. Why are you laughing? The man's dead.
That was him protesting.
I don't know if he was a good guy. I don't know. He set himself on fire. That's kind of weird. But...
That was his way of protesting. Just set himself on fire.
Anyway, so this guy lived. However, the story has a happy ending. He died in the hospital later from his injuries.
I guess he did go out the way he wanted.
But just imagine, like you're bringing a guy. He's a little quiet. He seems a little down. Whatever. You're bringing a guy up into the sky. You're probably already you're hungover. You gotta fly these two people in the sky. This one guy said, like, "Oh, you didn't even bring your wife. That's a little weird." You bring a guy up, he undoes his belt.
Yeah, wouldn't that be like the first
like,
warning sign? You should probably put your buckle back on. Opens the door.
Buckle back up.
Sir, it's not safe if you're
it's
over
what
there.
Are you doing? You keep reaching for the door handle. What are you doing, sir? He opens the door. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? He jumps out. What the fuck?
You know what the dude should do? He should do like a helicopter movie. He just turns the helicopter on the side so he falls back into the helicopter.
Well, you wouldn't be thinking that in a second. You'd just be thinking, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
No, I'd be
You'd be panicking.
I'd be like, "Thank God, my helicopter skills come to use." Do a barrel roll, still falls out.
He falls out of the other side. That's awful. We're making fun of a man who died.
I'm not making fun of him. You're congratulating him.
This makes me think of... This is a little political. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this.
What? Oh, politics are the best.
I was talking about... It makes me think like Jim Jeffries.
I don't know who that is.
He's a Australian comedian with banana phobia. That's the fear of bananas.
I think I could tell.
Okay. He's the one who, like, made it okay to say cunt in, like, comedy clubs, because before you couldn't do it, and then he started doing it, and it was like, everyone does it now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to say any word. It does not matter. Because who cares? Of course people are going to feel offended.
Maybe.
I don't... This is my... Who cares? I don't care if you get offended by what he says. Other people are going to laugh at it just because it affects you. If it doesn't affect you, you're going to laugh at it. It's like, there was this one comedian, and this lady got super pissed off about him because he was talking about something that affected her, and then she was, like, laughing at the other jokes that were just making fun of other people. Yeah, but it does... Why laugh at something that's not about you, and then be like super serious when it is connected to you?
Well, it's not why laugh. I understand why. It's just you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. It doesn't. You're an idiot.
It's pretty ignorant.
They're retarded.
That is pretty ignorant.
Yeah. That's why everything should be. You should be and isn't freedom of speech something about this country?
What?
Yeah.
So
this I want to continue politics. Right. I love politics because I hate everyone.
I'm trying to talk about doctor-assisted suicide. Jim Jeffries.
Fine, we'll go back to suicide.
This whole episode is just about suicide.
It's bad. What's the hotline? I'm gonna say the number so you can call if you want. Although they probably won't help you that much.
Anyway, so Jim Jeffries.
I have a feeling they're not very helpful.
Shut up.
Should we call them?
No!
Call them.
That's actually, like, not an
call
okay
them
thing
and be
to do.
like, hey, I'm asking for a friend.
That's, like, seriously not an okay thing to do.
Alright, their number is 1-800-273-TALK. Alright, and that's US. And if you UK people are committing suicide, It's 116123. The Samaritan's helpline.
What?
I don't know. That's very
I don't
confusing.
think that's the number.
No, the phone number's different.
If you live anywhere else...
You guys have weird phone numbers.
If you live anywhere else, you don't matter. So, he was talking about...
Go right ahead.
Doctor-assisted suicide. And it's like... So that's something I didn't really think about. It's just like... I think about that and I was like, oh, that's awful.
Oh, is that
I
legal?
didn't even think of it. I don't think it is in America.
Oh.
I don't think it is.
That should be.
Yeah.
Because why put someone through more pain than they want?
He was talking about, like... You know, if you have this awful disease, you should be able to go out on your own terms, you know? Like, why do you need to live the last few months of your life
it's
in
like
agonizing
Futurama.
physical and emotional pain?
It's like Futurama where they have the suicide booths.
Yep, like that. That was the first episode, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hey, the world's getting overpopulated, so why not?
That's not what you should walk away with. That is 100% not what you should be walking away with.
just a politician. Hey, the world's getting overpopulated, so why not?
Just randomly sink cruise ships. That's another Bill Burr thing. He's talking about if he was president, he would randomly sink cruise ships to kind of lower the... Because there's too much of us.
Why not just make every crime a death punishment?
It would be good if most of us died.
That would be terrible. Not most.
Most.
The majority.
That is exactly what most means.
I feel like majority's more.
No. That's still not what you said.
How about a quarter? A quarter of the world's population?
60%.
That's too high.
60%.
That's too high.
60%.
60%, but only religious people.
You know, like...
Do you agree with me?
You actually can't say that. I might have to actually cut that out for real.
Only non-religious people. That's also bad.
You just
because
don't
I'm
say
not religious
like that.
Yeah, but then that's people being dumb.
I gotta cut that out.
That's me being dumb.
Okay, that's all cut out. So.
Why?
Anyway,
no one's gonna hear it.
So, I wanted to share something. Like.
Please don't make it.